Welcome to the ultimate smartwatch showdown of 2026. If you have been following the wearable market closely over the last few months, you already know that the battle for wrist dominance has hit a massive turning point. For years, the divide between ultra-rugged endurance sports watches and full-featured smartwatches was clear. If you wanted a mini computer on your wrist that could stream music, handle calls, navigate full app ecosystems, and reply to texts effortlessly, you bought an Apple Watch. If you wanted a tank built to withstand a month in the backcountry without ever seeing a wall outlet, you bought a Garmin Fenix. However, in 2026, the lines have blurred beyond recognition. Apple has aggressively pushed the Apple Watch Ultra 4 to shatter its previous battery bottlenecks. Introducing ultra-efficient LTPO3 display tech, dynamic low-power tracking algorithms, and a sleek titanium design that does not compromise on endurance. Meanwhile, Garmin has pushed back with the flagship Fenix 9, packing a stunning high-density AMOLED screen option, enhanced power glass solar charging arrays, a massive 64GB storage capacity, and internal hardware efficiency overhauls designed to maintain its reign as the undisputed king of long-distance tracking. This leads us to the million-dollar question every athlete, outdoor adventurer, tech enthusiast, and daily smartwatch user is asking right now. Can the Apple Watch Ultra 4 finally bridge the endurance gap and eliminate range anxiety for multi-day endurance events? Or does the Garmin Fenix 9 still hold an unbeatable crown when it comes to raw power, battery longevity, and real-world utility? Let's start by analyzing display technology, because this is where the battery debate truly begins. For years, smartwatch displays have been the primary battery drain. Every pixel lit, every nit of brightness, and every hertz of refresh rate drains energy. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 doubles down on visual brilliance. Featuring a flat sapphire crystal lens over an advanced LTPO3 OLED display, Apple pushes up to 3,000 nits of peak brightness. Whether you are running under direct midday sunlight in the desert or navigating a trail in pitch-black darkness, the Ultra 4 screen is crisp, vibrant, and incredibly easy to read at a glance. But driving 3,000 nits takes energy. To counteract this, watchOS utilizes real-time ambient light sensors and a dynamic variable refresh rate that drops all the way down to 1 Hz when your wrist is down, preserving power without turning off the always-on display. On the other side of the ring, Garmin gives you options with the Fenix 9 ecosystem. Garmin offers both ultra-vibrant AMOLED displays for users who want deep blacks and punchy colors, as well as updated solar/MIP, memory in pixel, options featuring next-generation power glass. The MIP display on the Fenix 9 Pro series relies on external ambient light to illuminate the screen, meaning the brighter the sun is shining, the clearer the screen gets without drawing an extra microamp of battery. Furthermore, the new solar photovoltaic layout integrated around the bezel edge captures solar energy at a significantly higher efficiency rate than previous generations. If you choose the Fenix 9 AMOLED edition, Garmin uses intelligent pixel grouping and automatic dimming algorithms to match near MIP battery conservation while giving you rich top-tier graphics. Now let's talk real numbers, real tracking conditions, and real battery life. Apple advertises up to 42 hours of standard daily smartwatch usage on the Apple Watch Ultra 4, extending up to 72 hours when using the revamped low-power mode. In day-to-day real-world testing, which includes sleep tracking, continuous heart rate monitoring, receiving notifications, taking calls, and standard outdoor workouts, the Ultra 4 comfortably lasts around 3 to 3.5 days. If you enable low-power mode during an extended weekend hike, you can stretch that to 4 full days. When active multi-band GPS tracking is turned on along with continuous biometric monitoring, the Ultra 4 consumes roughly 3% to 4% of battery per hour. This means you can get around 20 to 25 hours of non-stop, full-precision GPS tracking out of a single charge. For a full-featured smartwatch running complex background apps, voice assistants, and cellular connectivity, these numbers are groundbreaking for Apple. However, when you look at the Garmin Fenix 9, the comparison shifts into a completely different dimension. The Fenix 947mm and 51mm variants operate on a scale measured in weeks, not hours. Under normal smartwatch usage with notifications and health metrics running continuously, The Fenix 9 AMOLED version yields anywhere from 16 to 28 days of battery life, depending on your always-on display settings. If you opt for the Fenix 9 Solar MIP model and spend a couple of hours outside each day under daylight, battery life can extend well beyond 30 to 40 days. In dedicated multi-band SAT-iQ multi-GNSS tracking modes, the Fenix 9 can track continuous outdoor activities for 60 to 90 hours straight on a single charge. What accounts for this massive gap? It boils down to core architectural philosophy. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 is built as an extension of your digital life. It is a mini computer on your wrist running background processes, maintaining active cellular handshakes, processing rich UI animations, and constantly managing two-way data syncing with your phone. The Garmin Fenix 9, on the other hand, is built primarily as a dedicated biometric engine and navigation instrument. Its operating system is trimmed of bloat, designed to minimize memory cycles, and focused exclusively on tracking precision and efficiency. When looking at physical design, durability, and daily comfort, both smartwatches showcase engineering excellence. So, who wins the battle of 2026? If your daily life revolves around staying connected, taking calls from your wrist, managing smart home devices, accessing a vast app ecosystem, and you want a rugged, beautiful smartwatch that easily gets you through 3 to 4 days of real-world use without charging anxiety, the Apple Watch Ultra 4 is the undisputed champion of smart wearables. However, if your priority is pure endurance, uninterrupted multi-day wilderness expeditions, continuous active GPS tracking during ultramarathons, real-time training analytics, and a watch that only needs a charger once or twice a month, the Garmin Fenix 9 remains the reigning, unbeatable battery king of 2026.